He's gonna be tough for me today because you're so far along in the pregnancy. It is a challenge because they're bigger. They're bigger. Their bones are starting to harden. That's more the issue. Because the sound waves don't see through bone.
Right.
So what happens when the sound waves hits a bone? It just casts a shadow. Well, the ribs and the spine, all these bony things that are right there where the heart sits, are casting all these shadows.
We are the strongest, you can't stop it. Tune into the family, yeah, we locked in. Want a little vibe and you got it. Hit the bell so you know when we drop it. Pull it up on YouTube.
Hey y'all, what's up? Today is the big day. We're on our way, well, we meaning me. I'm on my way to, hopefully this isn't shaking because the car is like vibrating right now. But I'm on my way to the cardiologist visit, the baby heart doctor in the womb, in the utero. And we're gonna see how this goes and what to expect. I told you guys I really have no clue what's gonna happen or what type of machine they're using, and all I've heard is that it's just better quality for them to be able to see her heart and to be able to see everything. I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to see everything, if it's still gonna be the same kind of issues. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to have more appointments with the cardiologist, but it's just nerve-wracking to know that I was sent to a specialist for fetal baby heart. So yeah, and actually to go to a real live cardiologist and have this procedure done to see and make sure that her heart is doing what it needs to do, because they can't verify that at the hospital. It's just kind of nerve-wracking. So I'm 8 months pregnant, 32 weeks, and we're gonna go see what they talking about. Uriah couldn't come because he had to end up watching London, so he wasn't able to come with me this time. But I'm going to be on the phone with him and let him know what's going on. Hopefully I can record a little bit inside for you guys. I'm going to a whole different hospital, like I said, for this specialist. And if you guys didn't see the video before, like I said in this video. But the video I'm talking about, I spoke on this stuff briefly in the last video you guys saw. So yes, bear with me, pray with me. I got a little snacky snack. I got cheese Danish, okay? It is 12 o'clock right now, and we headed there. It's only about like 35 minutes from my house, so we'll be there in no time. Hopefully there's no traffic, and we can get in and get out. That's the motto. That's what I'm trying to get in and get out and make this process quick and easy for everybody involved, including baby, mommy, cardiologist. Okay, why when I woke up my phone decided that it was gonna randomly update, and so it did. It updated because when I opened my phone, it was like a brand new phone. It was like hello. It was doing dumb. It's still doing dumb shit. You see it? Uriah pushed down the sensitivity and he actually had fixed it for a second, and I thought I was gonna be able to use it, and now it's glitching again. I might have to stop at like the Sprint store on the way back. Can y'all see me? I think it's trying to focus on the steering wheel, but I might have to stop at the Sprint store on the way back. Oh my god, I can't drive like this. Now I'm gonna have to figure this out. But yeah, it updated and it just randomly started messing up my phone. Like, what? I don't have time for this, y'all. So we're here walking up to the hospital right now. I didn't even show you guys. Look at the cute little bag that Uriah got me for Mother's Day. Wish me luck, you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna record as much as I can, and we'll see how it goes. Body butter. I'm so greasy. I think I put on a little bit too. No, I'm just waiting for him to call me back. Oh, my nerves, y'all. I'm so nervous.
Let's see. That's because she was breech. They couldn't see the heart because the heart was down here where all the scars are. Now it's the head. So we can get through these few head pictures. I think we're going to be fine, actually. Isn't that good?
Yeah. And then her heart.
That's her heart. That's her tummy. That's her bladder. Let's do this. Let's turn you on your side, facing me. Got a little wedge here. We'll put behind you. You can just rest on it. You lean back on that. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's good. I'm more comfortable here than at my doctor's appointment.
Good.
They don't even have a pillow.
Oh no. He's gonna be tough for me today because you're so far along in the pregnancy. We try to get these tests done with, excuse me, anywhere from 22 to 27 weeks. And you're how far?
I'm 32.
You're 32. So yeah, anything after 30 is a challenge because they're bigger. They're bigger. Their bones are starting to harden. That's more the issue. Because the sound waves don't see through bone.
Right.
So what happens when the sound waves hits a bone, it just casts a shadow. Well, the ribs and the spine, all these bony things that are right there where the heart sits, are casting all these shadows right over the heart. So that's what I'm kind of dealing with right now, actually. See all those?
Like the ribs.
Yeah, it looks like tiger stripes shadowing down. Yeah, that's ribs.
So what do they do if they can't see the heart good enough? Do they just wait till she's born, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Check?
I think we're gonna be okay. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure because it was like every ultrasound. I kept getting ultrasounds like every week, and they couldn't see anything. It kept getting further and further and closer to.
No, I will say this: I am glad she turned. I'm glad she's not breech because I would be. Having the same issues. So the fact that she turned over is why I'm getting as good a pictures as I am. Again, if you were 28 weeks or 26 weeks and not breech, I don't think there would be a trouble at all.
And that was right around the time she was breech.
Yeah.
So how do they see the heart when she's born? Is it through ultrasound? Or?
Well, that's basically this test, except after she's born.
Right. I see what you mean. Though, it's like a bunch of shadows.
Yeah, it's all ribs.
Everything looks great.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk for a few minutes, but it's not because anything's wrong. Everything looks perfect.
All right, folks. That was the appointment. So I was able to record a little bit for you guys. It wasn't like an ultrasound where it's like, you know, seeing full baby and stuff like that. It was just really focused on her heart. They did end up getting her legs. I'm so out of breath, y'all. I just went from the 3rd floor to the 1st floor. Yes, I took an elevator, but I still had to walk, okay? Walk in the parking lot, walk all the way over here. But yeah, so basically, he ended up measuring her legs, and she's like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be so tall, so long. All my babies are long, they've been long. Like, that's just what it is. Uriah is 6 foot, if you guys did not know. And then him being like 10 pounds at birth doesn't help me. My small petite frame, okay? But she is in the 80th percentile still. And she's almost 5 pounds. So that's really exciting, especially now that I'm 32 weeks. It's like she could come at any moment, honestly. Like end of May, anytime in June. she could come if she wanted to, but I've never had a situation where like my water broke or like where the baby came super early. Mimi came like a couple weeks early only because I went in for a stress test and she was stressed, okay? And then I told them to take her because they wanted to give me Pitocin, and I was like, no ma'am. So that's how I ended up with my first C-section, because her heart rate was not tolerating the small contractions I was having, and they wanted to like up it and like give me the medicine. And I was like, whoa, pump your brakes. If she can handle these small contractions, what makes you think she's gonna handle the full-blown labor? So I'm like, take my baby. And at the end of it, my doctor came and told me that I saved her life. You know, that stressed me out having kids now. So London, I was like, yup, opted for another C-section. Another reason was because she was super big. I was not pushing out that 9-pound baby. Okay, that's just there and that. This baby, I don't know, she might be 9 pounds, she might be 8 pounds. That's where we're kind of guesstimating she's going to be around, because like I said, right now she's almost 5 pounds, and we have a good, I get like 6.5 weeks left. So yeah, we'll see how much she grows per week. And yeah, the doctor said that everything seemed okay from what they can see. She did go over like the heart. She showed me like a printed paper of the heart, and it was showing me like, you know, like the adult heart and the fetal heart and the differencing and stuff that they basically could miss. That's really what she was kind of like focused on, like what they could miss in the appointment and everything, because of baby being small and their heart's not as big as an adult person. So they're like, these are things that they could miss in the womb, like any doctor, any pregnancy, any baby. But she was saying like, from what they see, she's healthy, everything is great. I could cry, like I could literally cry. They were stressing me out, like, oh my god, my door almost blew open. But they were stressing me out. Like, I was just over the whole process. I think this is my last ultrasound. I believe that the doctors were saying that if my doctor wanted to do another ultrasound, she could, but it'll be like up to her in her office, and it would really just be like a growth scan, like maybe like 36, 37 weeks, just to kind of see how big baby's gonna be. But when I talked to my doctor, she was like, she doesn't know if she's gonna do the growth scan or not. If she does, it'll be like, you know, some last minute quick kind of thing, just to see how big, how, you know, how heavy she's gonna be, how much she's gonna weigh. But I am excited. Thank you guys for all of your prayers, all of your well wishes. They helped me get through this. I'm telling you right now, because this literally damn near scarred me, because I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, no. And then the lady, when I went in the back, the doctor who was talking to me, the cardiologist, she was like, do you have any history of like heart disease in your family, or like any heart issue? Like, she named all these heart like problems that could potentially be, you know, going on or whatever. But I'm like, why is she asking me this? Like, before she told me like everything was good, she was like, did you have any of this, that, and then that? And then she's asking me questions like, how old are you, and how many births have you had? All these things after I just had my ultrasound. So I'm like, what could possibly be the reason? Girl, what is the reason? So luckily, she was like, no, everything's fine. I was just checking, making sure, you know, which I still don't get. Like, why you ask me these questions if the heart was fine, everything was fine? Like, she made me feel like she wanted to be like, aha, this is why the heart is like this, because your ancestor or his mom's dad's cousin's brother had, like, girl. But luckily, no one, so far from what we know on our family, both sides, they've never had any issues. We don't have any type of like chromosome, you know, deficiencies or diseases, or, you know, any type of issues. Like, literally everyone has been healthy, thank God. As they get older, of course, like diabetes comes in the mix and stuff like that. We do have like grandparents and my mom and stuff like that who have diabetes, but as they got older. But as like baby wise and like child wise, everyone in both sides of our family has been relatively healthy. So gosh, this is another reason why people shouldn't be having babies with random strange people, because you don't know, you never know what their gene pool looks like. I knew what I knew now back in the day, I would have screened him before we had any children. Luckily, because I found out when I was pregnant with Mimi that I have the sickle cell trait, which I had no idea. It comes from my dad. My dad has the sickle cell trait. And I had no idea. My mom never told me. She's like, oh, I didn't tell you? No, you didn't tell me. Because then I would have, like, at least, me and Uriah were married 3 years before we decided to have any children. He could have got tested to make sure that we, wouldn't be bringing a child into the world who had sickle cell. I had no idea. So I'm already pregnant, big pregnant with Mimi, and they're like, oh yeah, you have the sickle cell trait. What? So now I'm stressed because I'm like, a lot of black people carry the sickle cell trait, and Uriah might carry it, but luckily he did not carry it. We had 50-50 chance, okay? Because his other side, his black side, I'm like, no, I'm just playing. But, yeah, luckily he did get tested. He did not have it, so we don't have to worry about that. With our pregnancies, they may have the trait or something like that from me, but they won't have actual disease of sickle cell, so that's great. So, yeah, definitely, when you have a partner and you're ready to have children with them, or you're ready to get married with them and things like that, start a future with them, definitely go get genetically tested. I would definitely recommend this. I'm going to tell this to my children. Go get genetically tested just to make sure that you're compatible, because everyone's bloodline isn't compatible. Everyone's blood isn't compatible. We're both O's, so we're basically like this. Okay, we're both Geminis, we're both O's. We the same damn person. Okay, no showing, but we're compatible in that way to procreate, to breed. Okay, it's like we're animals, so you have to kind of check that, like, when you have dogs and things like that and they're breeding and you don't know, like, if they're compatible, if their bloodline is compatible. It's the same thing. Like, this is how diseases and things arise in your genes and your genetics. So yeah, just nerve-wracking, y'all, to even have to go through certain things like that. It's just really super nerve-wracking. So I'm not gonna talk y'all head off too much longer. I'm gonna go. I'll talk to y'all in the comment section. Love you guys. Appointment secured. Okay, we're done with our worry. We're here now. Baby's coming, so get ready for that. Period. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you thumbs up, and I will see y'all in another video.